Astronomy students, and you're now in week 11 of the course. So this is the week of April 27th through May 4th, 5th-ish. So this week we're diving into chapter 12 in your textbook. So this is about the nature of stars. Really, this is where you learn how astronomers know what we know effectively about stars. So how do astronomers know how massive stars are? How do we know how much energy is coming out of stars? How do we know how big they are and how far away they are? Okay, all these properties of the stars is what we'll learn about in this chapter. And how do we actually know these things? What you're going to find is that these properties are all related to each other. Okay, when we talk about distances, we're often talking about distances in terms of how we see things move. When we talk about different properties like mass or size or energy output, these things are all related to each other. Like a star of a certain size is going to put out a certain amount of energy and things like that. So you'll learn about this in this chapter, which is pretty cool. So for this week, I have a pop quiz for you once again. This pop quiz is over the sun, so last week's material. And I really am viewing this pop quiz just as normal as a way for you to kind of review over last week's material and make sure you're at a good level of understanding. So if you take the quiz and you feel like you didn't do very well, that can let you know that you might need to go back and study that material on the sun in a little bit more detail. In terms of the to-do list for this week, you've got your reading assignment to do, chapter 12, your reading questions due midweek, and your homework assignment due at the end of the week. Now, in addition this week, of course, there's the pop quiz, like I just mentioned, and then I have a worksheet for this week as well. So again, this worksheet is presented to you in Canvas in a quiz format, but it is not a quiz. Okay, you can open it, save it, come back later. I give you 4 attempts. Those attempts are just in case you submit it and want to try again, okay? But it's a worksheet, so take your time, work with other people, contact me, come to the Zoom sessions, ask me questions. I can guide you through the worksheet in the Zoom session just like I would do in class, okay? These are meant to be in-class type worksheets. The last question on the worksheet is difficult. It might seem easy, but really take some time to think about the relationships of those properties of the stars and make sure you can answer a question like that for the exam. Speaking of the exam, your next exam is coming up next week already. So I'll put an updated schedule up, but you want to start studying for that exam. It's going to cover chapter 5 on the EM spectrum, right? Chapter 11 on the sun, and then this chapter that you're doing this week. So we won't learn any more new material next week, but I'll give you time to study for your test and then take exam number 3 next week. Okay, I hope you guys are all doing well and enjoying your studies. I appreciate all the feedback and those of you that are emailing and contacting me. I'd like to know how you're doing. Even if you're struggling, please let me know. Contact me and I can work with you to make sure that you do succeed in the class during these weird circumstances. All right, have a great one, you guys, and hope to see you all on Zoom this week.